so it wasn't OBS because I just closed the program and reopened it, and now it's fine, which means it is the usual culprit. It is Final Fantasy XIV. We're back. I DC'd. Apologies. I wonder if that's going to give me some weird logout thing because I got DC'd when I was in queue. Well, only one way to find out. But we'll try it again.
Still waiting to see your stream come back up.
Oh, it's not back up yet?
Not yet.
It says I'm connected. Live for 44 seconds.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That's back. Oh, it just took us out of queue.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Because I
Misery.
DC'd from it. Well. What can you do, am I right? At least it wasn't in the middle of the final boss fight this time. Although, again, I don't know what to do at this point, like in terms of allowing it to have...
At this point, all we can do is force DC the stream before fucking the final trial of 5.3 and just pray to God.
Yeah, basically, like, do that. You know what we might do, honestly, is we might do the Heroes Gauntlet first, and then end the stream, and then, like, try to do it at the end of the stream, and then come back the next day and do the fight, so... Anyway, technical difficulties out of the way now. I'm ready to queue back in if you are.
Let's get this Brett.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it put you as party leader, so make me party leader so I can register for the duty. Can you do that from there? I think you gotta go into the party members menu, actually. So go party members, and then right click me. And I think it'll let you promote me from there. Unless you want to just go into the, you know, register it for us. Okay, there we go. Now we can go. Alright. Well, the timer still says 7 minutes, so that's good. It does make me wonder what poor souls we just doomed to go into Ritterana Lighthouse anyway, because unless it just, like, canceled us everyone going in, someone might end up going in there now. Let's try this again. Keshi Ray, is the expedition ready? And also, is there an expedition? So I don't know how much of this got cut out, but basically, the Samael can swim, and now we want to go to Calusia to see if we can find his natural habitat, or their natural habitat, if there's more than one. And if there is just one, they still works, because I don't know its gender. So it has glamour prisms built into its skin? Man, I want to talk about a chameleon. It's not a wonder we haven't been able to find this thing. I guess it's very ether strong then. Well, that makes sense. So we'll find the powder and then we'll dispel the glamour. And does anybody, like, what are we going to do? Are we going to, like, sketch it or something while the glamour is dispelled? Because I imagine eventually it'll put it back up. Anyway, she ran off without us, so I guess let's get going. It's funny because I explicitly did the gathering quest first because I didn't want to be in the middle of my crafting rotation when the queue popped. So I was like, oh, let's do that. And then instead of the queue popping, we got disconnected. And, like, the thing that always gets me, though, is, like, when I DC from the server of this video game, it should not disconnect my entire internet. Okay? Like, that is not healthy for my computer, okay? It's one of my biggest problems with this game, is that it just DCs your entire computer when it disconnects from the server. And it's like, what the fuck? Why? It's not okay. That is destroying my Wi-Fi card a little bit at a time. It's a good thing I'm not playing this anymore after this. Like, Jesus. Oh, there goes the ringtone, which means that it is now re-gone live again. So if anybody else didn't realize that we DC'd, they will now. So what are you doing while I'm going and doing this, Cole?
Abso-fucking-lutely nothing.
That's a good idea. I was gonna say, are they on the edge of this cliff or down below? Only one way to find out, but they're up here. Need to find black ether sand. Okay. Keshi Ray, listen, you need to not eat the skin of a live Samael. It is not okay. We need to, this has to stop. Okay, there's a rocky outcrop to the south, so let's go check that out. I actually don't know if this rocky outcrop is something that you can only find at a certain time of day, or if you can just find it at all times. So I guess we're gonna find out. Because usually for these quests it's at a certain time of day, but... Oh no, it's right here. Never mind. Black ether sand. And a map. I'll take that too. The map economy on Crystal Data Center crashed again, by the way. I mentioned before that I sold a map for 50,000. So I went to sell the other map that I just got when we were going into E2. And the map economy was at like, I think the highest, or not the highest, the lowest amount they were selling for was like 14,000. Somebody crashed the market hard. I do have black ether sand for you. There you go. So, time to make the powder.
Powdered.
I might actually go through this cutscene a little quickly just so that way the queue doesn't pop while we're in the middle of finding this thing, so we never actually get to see it. Although then we could use our imaginations and find out what it looks like, but it's a brachiosaur. We've already seen it, kind of.
It's okay. We have 2 healers, 3 DPSs, and 0 tanks. We're gonna be here for a while.
Okay. Well, technically speaking, I've done 3 other facets, and I don't know if I have the capacity because I'm a crafter in other places, too. Sorry. Well, at least they're being good about it. That's because I'm an adventurer. Although, most of the time my adventuring causes me to have to kill things, so... I'm glad to be doing this, because, well, it doesn't require me to kill something. I'm discovering a species thought to be extinct. That is far better. That appeals far more to my pacifist feelings. Alright. Dispel the glamour. Is it just gonna, like, float down from this cliff or something? Yeah, I guess so. No, it's floating on this cliff. I don't know why we threw it on the cliff. You'd think it would be down there. Ah, our quarry shows itself, and they have children. Aw. No good to baby
A swimming,
brachiosaurs.
invisible dinosaur.
And they have kids.
This game is fucking wild.
The real question is, how did they get up on top of the plateau? Like, I can see brachiosaurs swimming, but I can't see them scaling a sheer cliff face. Probably. I mean, they just roared at each other when they got revealed, and we didn't hear them, so... That's a fair question, actually. Maybe the fairies, the magic of the fairies helped dispel the glamour, or maybe because everything in Ilmeg is shrouded in mystery anyway, it could, you know, keep itself well hidden normally, so it didn't feel like it needed to keep its guard up. Or it could have been in love with something. Oh, so that's part of its courtship dance. Okay. No, that actually makes a little bit of sense, honestly. Like, a lot of animals do that. They try to provide, like, center all attention on themselves in order to court animals of their, you know, of the opposite sex, so. I don't think we want the answer to that question. I don't need to know how brachiosaurs have sex, you guys. That's for you guys to figure out. I'm just helping with the finding it. Oh, I heard that roar. I was gonna say, you think it knows we're here? Yeah, especially a brachiosaur that has a neck large enough to actually hit us up on this cliff.
Bonk.
So back to the crustarium then, so we can write this down. Well, that's nice. We found a long thought extinct group of animals, and they have children, so that means they're definitely not extinct. This is a good day. All right, back to the crustarium. Honestly, though, I kind of figured that, judging by when the queue popped for the last one, I feel like it's going to end up happening in this one, too, where it's going to just happen in the middle of a cutscene, but, oh well. What can you do? If we get to the point, though, where we do the last quest of this set opens up, though, I'm definitely not going to do that one until we get the queue to pop, because I want to see it. I've never seen it before, so... She has other duties at the facet? Like, what? I mean, I guess other than finding the Samael, she has to, catalog all the different rock types and everything in the area. And, botany.
Discovers an entirely new species. Great job, everyone. Back to counting rocks.
Mm-hmm. That's the grunt work. That's the grunt work.
That's why you hire people to do grunt work. Ow.
Delegation.
Oh.
Speaking of delegation, I wonder how Rory's doing in Eden right now.
Ah!
Yeah, I guess
Rory's
we can
having
count
a terrible time.
some small miracles, considering the fact that the light swallowed up 90% of the species in the world. A brachiosaur surviving that is kind of incredible. They eat a lot. Well, I hope so, and speaking of Rory, if they manage to fix the ether out in the empty, things should return to closer to normal. Well, that's good. Let's just hope they don't run anybody over, because I imagine an invisible animal might accidentally step on somebody at some point. Well, yeah, we just talked about delegation, Yolana. I mean, that's probably true. Alright then, we made the discovery. Now all of you can catalog it, and I can move on to the other things I need to do, like feeding my poor baby Amaro. I will let you know. Although I don't think I'll be discovering any other extinct species around here. At the rate we were going, though, the Ondo might become an extinct species, so maybe I should keep my mouth shut before we decide to cause another ecological disaster.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Honorary Captain of the Samael Search Squad. That's 4. One more to go. The Lost World. God damn it. Okay, Bethrick, you're the last one on my list. Okay. I'll meet you at the Rookery then. But yeah, like I said, these raids are off content, so us queuing into them specifically, it's tough. Especially with Alliance raids, it's tough, I find, with the queues, because most people just queue in for the Alliance raid roulette, and that just means they end up getting Labyrinth of the Ancients over and over again. So, like, I'm surprised that when we got Rabanastra last time, we didn't have more people that just left as soon as they saw what it was. I had somebody do that today in my, I did a 50, 60, 70 roulette to get Summoner to eye level 500 to get enough Tomestones. And we got Stone Vigil hard mode, and the healer immediately left as soon as they saw it. They're like, fuck no! Not doing Stone Vigil hard mode! So. Oh, you got Weeping City for your 24-man roulette? Nice. Well, at least that's something different. No, it's all good, Bethrick. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it, Skip. I like the Morrow behind him just nodding in confirmation. Right. Good to see you again, Nem. So I guess Skip's gonna stay here with these Amaro instead of going to Volkdorf. What kind of a test? Yeah, I guess you guys are gonna have to, change the feed up just a little bit, so. But it won't have poison in it, so, Well, let's hope that all the feeding we've done has fixed that trauma. It's true. It would be pretty impractical. It's alright, Skip. I'll be here to help you. You like the Shadow of Mahak raid series? They were peak. They were really good. I think mechanically, I like the Evil East raids better than the Mahak raids, but like, as an overall package, the Mahak raids were top-notch. I will prepare the food for you, Skip. Okay, sounds like a plan. I will make the supplies right now. Zun style Amaro feed. Alright, let's see. Class, Crusterian Bilberries, there we go. And this is another one where they give you the supplies for it, so that's good, because now I don't have to carry all those supplies around in my pack anymore. So let's do this. Can I get 1100 out of this? 1171. Yes, I sure can. Very good, very good. I will observe and focused synthesis, even though it's completely unnecessary, just because. Excuse me. There we go. Tell me the story about how you actually called the story at one point because it felt obvious. Between the release of Void Ark and Weeping City, you said, I'm calling it now. We're going to have to fight the Void Princess or something. We're going to fail to get some ancient relic. Then we're going to fail to prevent the Shadow Queen's resurrection. Yeah, that is pretty much what happened, wasn't it? Okay, Skip. I got the food for you. You will be fed soon, good boy. Alright, let's give him the food. Bethrick? Then count on me because I have the feed that you need. Let's just hope their cooks are up to snuff with making this all the time. I guess they could ask Frithric. He's a pretty good cook. All right, Skip. Technically, at this point, I've had not years of training as a culinarian, but enough. Yeah, I know, Skip. That the trauma's coming back, but I made sure this food had no poison in it. You are okay. And we'll be here to comfort you if you get an upset stomach. There you go. They couldn't, like, get him to, like, the food to be eaten while he's eating it. They couldn't make chomping sounds. They do it for the chocobos when you train them. Why not Skip? Oh yeah, shoestring budget, right. This is literally what happens. We viciously murdered the Void Princess, failed to secure the Nullstone, Shadow Queen is revived off screen. I was dying. Why was I right? It was a joke. Well, they don't take themselves seriously with those raids, and that's probably why they're so good, because they know when to take themselves seriously, so. The idea that it was a joke might have been why it came true. Yes, and the other Amaro will enjoy the feed with you after this, although you'll get slightly different food because you're Berub. Oh, okay. Yeah, because the Amaro around here act as keepers, basically, so they'll fly from place to place, so. And you'll be transporting goods and people, and since you're basically a bull Amaro, like, that should help a little bit. Okay, time to go, Skip. Oh. Okay, I guess Bethric has to do the cool stuff. God damn it. You know, that's a fair point, actually, because as much as I would love to go on a ride with you, Skip, you're not going to be transporting me every day. So. Bethric, I think it has to be you. Once Nem says it, Her decision is final. I will stay and watch to make sure Skip doesn't feel nervous. See, he's on board, so what do you think, Bethrick? Alright. You got this. Both of you. I'll see you there, then. I kind of wish after this, because what they're going to do is obviously they're going to have Skip fly around as a one of the Amaro that you can, you know, use as an Amaro keeper. So I kind of wish that after this, like, there's a percentage chance that when you ride on an Amaro, one of them would just be Skip. Like, that would be a really cool reward for this. I mean, obviously they're not going to give you a Berub Amaro as a reward because, I don't know, I guess Square Enix thinks that would be too easy, but I'd be down for that. But if they're not going to give you that, then I would say definitely at least have Skip have a chance of being an Amaro that you can fly around with, you know. But, okay, those are actual enemies. And I'm on a crafter class. I will die.
Perish.
Okay, Skip, ready? I know this is where they poisoned you, but you can do it! Few pre-flight jitters, I'm sure. That's okay. Well, that's good. That's the idea. You will become better for it. Why do I feel like there are poachers right behind us? There are poachers right behind us. How fucking convenient. How do we get into these messes? Alright, Skip, now is the time for your fight or flight response. Or Bethrick, use inner release. Someone do something, because I'm on a crafter class and I can't change in the middle of a cutscene. Yeah, about that, I don't think they'll be buying that anytime soon from you. You can trust me, I'm the foremost alchemist in this area. Any other ideas, Bethrick? Because that one didn't seem to work. Well, that's a good point. Or I could just, you know, come out of the cutscene, switch classes, and beat the shit out of them until they give me the answers. Leveling needs healers again. Bro, I got all my healers to 90 already. Play a healer more often than anything else. So do most people that try to do Adventurer in Need. Because that's the one no one wants to do. Skip, I hate to add more pressure, but if you don't do this, they will literally kill both of us. So trust us on this one. This is the best way for you to get away again. We got this. Look at me, Skip. Have I ever done you wrong? There you go. Light that fire in your heart. Attaboy. Alright, Bethrick, you guys go. I'll be here. I wonder if they're actually going to make me, like, combat class these guys to death. Wait here with the poachers. Sounds like a great idea. What am I going to do? Cook hot oil and throw it in their faces?
That would be very funny.
You answer to me now, and I have learned the ways of Julian Manderville. I'm bluffing, but maybe it's a good bluff. Dodge, guys, real quick. Skip, watch out! Nice. What happened? Did the sun get in your eyes, sir? Uh-oh. The fire is lit in both of their hearts. You've angered the beast. He's about to release the beast on you. And so we found the first counterpart to Curious Gorge. It's about time.
That shit-eating grin.
Yeet! Oh my god, he has a grenade. Leave it to alchemists to create grenades. You'd think the dwarves would have done it, but nope. How about Thunder 6, motherfuckers? You regret not doing these yourself? You're like halfway through them. Yeah, I knew it was something I wanted to do anyway, so I said, no, this is a good idea. Oh, Jesus Christ, that grenade is still going. How much lightning ether did you put in that thing? Jesus.
I love how you're just running for your life. The Warrior of Light.
I mean, I don't want to get hit by Thunder 6. For all I know, it could be a tank buster. I have 1,300 HP. Bye! Nice work, you two. Next time, tell me when you're going to throw the grenade, though. I don't exactly have a lot of HP on this class. I'm good. Didn't get hit by a bolt, so... I served as bait. That's good. I'd like to think you had that in you all along, Skip. Alright. You guys go to the Crystarium, I'll meet you back there. Hopefully they don't plop me down directly in front of a Violet Triffid. I mean, ideally they'd teleport me there, but shoestring budget, so I'm not counting on it. Oh my god, they teleported me there! Shoestring budget did not let me down. That's hilarious. Leave it to an alchemist to make grenades. Has he played Atelier Ryza? Because an alchemist is making a grenade was literally what originally inspired her to get into alchemy. I have not played any of the Atelier games, so... yeah. Well, yeah, because we've been goading him along, Bethrick, so that kind of helps us. I'm sure they'll figure out where their, you know, base of operations is, all things considered. I mean, I imagine anyone who knows how to read ambient ether can just follow the trail of lightning back to their hideout now. Maybe we should get Ishtola on that. She's busy, though. All of the Scions, if you go and see them, they're in the various locations that are important to them. So, like, Alphinaud's in Yulmore, Alisaie's at the inn at Journey's Head, Ishtola is in Slitherbow. I don't know where Urian J... I guess Urian J and Thancred are with Reen out in the Empty. I was going to say, I don't know where they went, but... well, I guess we know. Oh, I need to go back to the Rookery. Duh. You need to play Sophie 1 since Sophie 2 is a thing now, and then the rest of the Mysterious Quadrilogy. Well, there you go. Sounds like you've got some work to do. Excuse me, but that's okay. Because having that work will give you something to do. For a while. Well, it's probably fair. I was here every other step of the way, so... yay! Skip can be an Amaro of the Rookery. That's good. Sounds like we've made a good step here. To bringing everybody together. Well, that's true. He kind of got really angry and lit a fire under their asses, or a lightning bolt, as it were. Sounded like you both had stress to get over, and Nem knew exactly about both of them. That is true. Because if you were trepidating, then the Amaro would know that you were unsure. You have to have a sure hand when you do this stuff. Not a problem, Skip. I'm just glad to help the poor baby Amaro. Well, he's not going to have much of a choice in the matter unless he wants Frithric to do it. There you go. I guess he's going to become a little bit of a culinarian in his pastimes now. Alright, let's go back so we can turn this in.
Oh my god, we've been in queue for 27 minutes.
We have. This is off-content queues.
Ha!
And we have a total of 6 people out of the 24 that we need.
I want to die.
If we don't get to it today, we don't get to it today. Whatever. We will attempt to do it going forward. Or we just won't, because Ramza gave Cole a conniption, so Rory threw him off the side. The end. Now you don't have to repay me, Bethrick. Skip's happiness is enough for me. Well, true. That's good. I'll let you know, because I'm sure pretty soon I'm going to have something else to do with these facets now that I've finished all of them. You have so many JRPGs backlogged. Yeah, I understand that one. Savior of the Amaro. Very nice. You've completed all the deliveries currently available. When you have a spare moment, it seems Catliss would like to have a word with you. Visit her at the main reception counter. Crystalline me. I'm also an Amaro Whisperer now, so that's fun. Also, the next game from that sadist Gemyao has been announced, so that's going in your backlog along with the Steam version of Igor Union and the Etrian Odyssey collection. I don't know what Gemyao is. I don't even know if I said it correctly, but there you go. Alright, this is a quest I have not seen before. I knew what Shadow Walk with Me was because I did all of those quests before, but I've never seen the end of the Crystalline Mean quests. But the name of the quest is For Every Child a Star, so considering how much I love the kids in the Doman Enclave, I don't think that I think this is a requirement, you know? Alright, let's see it. Why? Does that make it not a wonderful day, Catliss? Well, I'm trying to make a difference, you know. I suppose I helped out a little bit, yeah. Well, it's fine. I'm just doing what needs to be done, that's all. Okay, so what's the request? Yeah, I could see that being a thing, honestly. Change is scary for kids, so... Sure, that sounds like fun. What would you have me do, Catliss? Oh, okay. We don't know yet. Okay. I mean, we could have another Festival of Lights like we did back in the Doman Enclave, but it's not really a tradition around here. And there isn't exactly... I mean, I guess we could all go out to Lakeland by Selwyn and put the paper lanterns out, but I don't know if it would carry, you know. I guess the best people to tell us would be the kids themselves, so let's go see if we can find them. Are they all right over by the pendants? Yes, they are. Okay, then we will go to the pendants. Cole, you're not over by the pendants, right?
I won't be in a minute.
Okay, because I don't want to break reality. I mean, I guess Auspice Rory could pop up here, but I was kind of under the impression that she wouldn't because I'm too far away from Bayako, so...
I am no longer breaking reality.
Okay. I mean, if you needed to do something here, that's fine. I just didn't want to run into you and destroy the first. So, kid, what do you think would be a good way of celebrating the night? Yeah, I get that. So we need to make sure that the nighttime doesn't provide a scare. That makes sense. Next. Yeah, we're trying to figure out how to make the night sky not so scary. Any ideas? Yeah. Well, that's true, but that's because the sun was practically radioactive before, so... What do you think, kid? How can we make the night sky not as scary as it is? Yes, you. Well, fair enough, but... No, absolutely not. Definitely not. Well, that didn't really help much, but let's go confer with Catliss and see if we can't put our heads together on something here, you know? Well, we have 1/4 of the people that we need for our current queue. Yep, that's the idea, so... Well, yeah, especially since they've grown up with, you know, sin eaters and everything all over the place. That would, you know, put those ideas in their heads. What if there are dark versions of sin eaters? Which there are. They're called void sent, but you know. Okay. Sounds like a good idea. What can I do to help? Well, yeah, but now you guys... I mean, the sin eaters are a lot fewer in number now, so it should be easier. That's true. Got to think of the kids. Also fair, yeah. Okay, I will inform all of the Facet members on what we are up to. I'll start with Iola, so that way we can kind of go in order here. There gonna be cutscenes here? No, it's just outside of cutscene. Actually, we're trying to come together and figure out something to make the night less scary for the kids of the Crystalline Mean, so... Or the Crystarium in general. Yep. Well, especially you, Iola, because you have a panic attack whenever you think someone is going to come down hard on you when you do have a commission done. Alright, then. Sounds like a good thing, then, Iola, so let's see what you can come up with. Theuna? Actually, a little bit of both, because we're making something as a collective now. I'm sure they did, but we can show them that there are not as many terrifying creatures that go bump in the night as they think. Oh, well maybe that's why that kid was so afraid to take a piss at night. Because he accidentally bumped into Noddy. Oh boy. Okay, fair enough. So basically kick my feet up and let all of you do all the hard work. You know, that's not a bad idea. I feel like I should be doing that more often. I feel like that's more your area of expertise, Bethrick. We're trying to figure out how to make the night not as scary for the kids. Also a possibility. I wonder how the Amaro are going to like the reward for this, because if it's anything... I think I know what they're going to do, but I'm not 100% sure if Amaro hearing is like dog hearing. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Uh-huh. Well, you are an alchemist, so probably they're going to need your help to bring all the pieces together with the raw materials and stuff. Keshi Ray, I have a new commission for the acting captain of the Smile Search Squad. We need to figure out how to make the night sky not so spooky for the kids. Yes, that is in fact the problem, the creatures of the night. And yeah, until they get over that fear of the nighttime, they won't be able to go hunting and doing all the stuff you guys do at nighttime, so. Alright then. Sounds like they're all basically giving me the same answer, which is, don't worry about it, we'll figure it out. Well, Frithric, we need to figure out how to make the night sky less scary for kids. I have no idea how a fisher would involve themselves in that. As far as I know, those bombfish from Shizui aren't in the first, so... Oh, really? I'm kind of not sure what he would use from a fish to do what they're gonna do, but anyway. It's going to be a surprise, that's the point. Well, Catless, I spoke with everyone, and they basically told me to kick my feet up, and that they would take care of the problem. I mean, if it ends up being a competition, it might be problematic, though. That's the thing. It's just your fault. You inspired all of them too much. Great. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Let's go wait at the rotunda. I'm just trying to make sure whether or not my spider sense is tingling right now about the cube times, because I think I'm about to get into a cutscene, and I don't want the I don't want it to pop while I'm in the middle of this. Well, I'm gonna get
We
into a
only
cutscene
have
right here. I
8
don't want it to
people
pop
in the
so-
queue out of 24.
Yeah, that's true. We're only 1/3 of the way there.
Ah, so this is what hell feels like.
Don't you love the waiting game? Excuse me. Yeah, I think I know what they're gonna do. But let's find out. It's a social activity, that's what I know, because I can hear everybody gathering. But what is it? I'm sure. You don't have to prove yourself. They're children, Iola. I'm pretty sure you just talked over his head there, Bethrick, but that's fine. Well, there you go. I think they might have repurposed a little bit of the stuff that you got for them because these are glowing flowers. I always figured that the Samael quest felt more like a botanist quest than a miner quest, but, well, I didn't raise botanist on screen, so. Glow-in-the-dark seaweed. Okay, well, that is a novel solution, yes. I'm glad they've got something to look forward to. Most of them. Except this kid. Well, that's the idea. See, I thought, I don't know if they might still do it, but I thought they were going to put on a fireworks display for the kids. I suppose this works, but it's not what I was anticipating. It's fine, though. Oh, wait, hang on. There it is. So who do you think started that one up? I guess you could say that. So, Catless, whose handiwork is this? Because most of the facets were working on little lights for them, not big lights. Oh, okay. Something that you did with the Exarch's help. Fair enough. The fireworks displays that I've seen were nice, although I was nursing a broken leg at the time. We'll queue with you in the hopes that you get this done. I feel like if we left queue now and then went back in, we'd end up waiting longer, honestly. So, I appreciate the sentiment, though. I don't know if you can fill the hole in your heart for that, but at least you can give these kids a better future. Well, good. Good to hear. I'm sure they're watching it from wherever they are. That's true. Very true. So let's go live, Catless. Let us eat and drink and be merry, but ideally not in front of the kids because Ale doesn't agree with children.
Generally.
Though I have been told whiskey agrees with the sore gums of toddlers. I don't know how true that is, though. The golden mean. That's me, apparently. Okay, well, that takes care of that. What else do I have on the side quest list to do while we're waiting? Let's check my notes, shall we? I put up my housekeeping stuff. I guess I can go check in with Ahil Toe again, but then as soon as... Basically, that's the last side quest that I have on the list other than the Alliance raids, so as soon as we're done with that one, we'll just be hanging around. So
Oh, good.
Fun. So that's fun. Back to Ishgard, then. Although I suppose, since we're going to be hanging around, I can talk about the thing that I forgot to talk about last time.
Interesting.
which was why I didn't enjoy the Kitari Beast Tribe quests from what I've played of them so far. I'm probably going to finish them anyway, but haven't really been enjoying. Like, you can tell though that they were a product of the pandemic. Like, there was not much effort put into them. It's a lot of the quests are like 2 lines of dialogue, go gather something, 2 lines of dialogue, done. But there's a very specific thing that they do that I'm not a big fan of. And I think I'll wait to talk about it until we finish up checking on A Hill Toe and Hot Dog over here. Now that being said, Marie, if you want to queue with us for Orban if we get done with Ruderana, then I would be fine with that. I mean, we're not going to do it today. We'll do it on the next stream, but you know.
Understandable. I have literally just been sitting here for the past 43 minutes and just organizing a glamour.
Just vibing. Could do your, like I said, you could do your level 78 deliveries now that I'm out of the crystalline mean. Forever.
I could.
Sounds like you've been teaching each other. So you can start your prologue chapter there, Hot Dog. I'm gonna mispronounce his name no matter what anyway, so I'm just gonna say Hot Dog. And what difference have you seen, A Hill Toe? I'm mispronouncing A Hill Toe anyway, but you know. Yeah, well, you're in the right place for that. The Firmament is home to a ton of crafters and gatherers. And a ton of adventurers who also did a lot of crafting and gathering to make this place possible. We don't exactly have dragon strength. It's okay, you can say it, A Hill Toe. Cole just makes shit for people like you do. You're making 2 full sets of red mage stuff. Oh boy.
See, the thing is about all this, do you know what makes me even angrier?
What?
The fact that this is now dead content. And the reason why it's taking us this long to queue in and finish it is because of your propensity to play things late. If we were doing this during any of the cycles of Baja, we would be in this shit instantly.
Yeah, and I didn't think about that when we were there in Shadowbringers because I was not really keen on doing anything with Baja, but...
It's just completely nonsensical because it's like, oh good, this content was alive and now it's just dead again.
Yeah,
and it's infuriating.
And Square Enix gives you no incentive to do this one specifically anymore, so... It would have been nice if they had the Rabanastre raids in the most recent Moogle Tombstone event, because then I would have literally dropped everything to do it while it was, like, alive, you know?
No cap.
They had done Skype
No cap.
instead, so...
No cap, every single Alliance raid should be required for story progression. I don't care how tied they are to the story. You should be required to do every single one of them to continue with the next into the next patch cycle.
I mean, I would
like
agree
finish
with
Stormblood,
you
have to finish fucking the Stormblood Alliance raid quest to do Shadowbringers.
I mean, I would agree with you, honestly, because a lot of the stuff, like, Sid made mention of Ishtola in one of the quests just now, and it's like, okay, but she's not here, so, like... but, like...
We have 12 people now, though, and all of them are... And 2 of them are healers, and 10 of them are DPSs.
Okay, well, we're getting there.
Fucking end my life.
Yeah, A Hill Toe, it takes years to become a crafter. You mean it'll take more than a day? About that. So we just need to find a teacher for you in the interim while I'm not here. That's all. Well, I can go take a look and see who I can find. Maybe Marcel Oix is available to teach you. I will see who I can find. You just ran through Siren Song Sea after you kill the last boss. It's not raining gloom anymore. Yeah, there's a rainbow at the beginning of it if you go back after you kill the last boss. Like if you go all the way back to the ship, there's a rainbow out there on the thing, on the sea. Yes, the dragonling that has been running around town would like to learn how to craft. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. If you work with sheet metal, it might be kind of hard for a dragonette. So.
Oh my god!
Aha!
Let me in!
Okay, let me take a drink.
No, you click on that queue right now.
You're not allowed. Click commence before I die.
I swear to god.
This place is cool AF, and we don't see it unless we choose to run through the dungeon again. We miss this. Yeah, I know. It's a shame because not a lot of people see it, but I have seen it. I'm also seeing the puzzle box again. So here goes something.
Full honesty, we're finishing this dungeon. I'm getting off the stream and I'm going to go take a rage nap.
What's a rage nap?
It means I got really angry and I want to go to sleep.
We're in Alliance C again. Also, Alliance A has no tank. Because they left immediately because they didn't want to do Ritter on a Lighthouse. I knew that was going to happen for at least one of these. I didn't know it was going to be this one.
Hello, regretting life choices. God for fucking God. Shoot me.
Rage nap, you can relate. And now we need more people. Because someone else left. Or they could just pull immediately. Let me get closer so I can give Searing Light to everybody. Tide Pod. Bahamut, make these kids stop with that stupid challenge. I remember that challenge. That was really dumb. Like, why would you put that in your stomach? What the fuck is wrong with kids today? Water 4.
Oh.
Briny Cannonade! Also, we're gonna get some Final Fantasy XII music in here, so I am a happy person. Tsunami.
Oh. Nope, going to his back.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Hello.
Oh.
We're on the correct side.
Oh.
I am, anyway. And you are, too. Yeah, you gotta watch where his jar is spinning, because if you don't, well, you'll get hit by that and die, so... Gotta pay attention. They really liked that, though, in this particular section of the game, didn't they? Also, these follow, so I'm glad you're not on Black Mage anymore.
I'm disassembling you!
Hey. It's a good idea to use Dismantle. Might as well, you know. Dark Ewer. You will meet your doom here. By the way, how are we going to do ad phases?
Hopefully the game recruits a tank.
Yeah, I hope so. And they don't leave immediately. So top right or bottom left of the arena?
Oh, dear God. Stop following me!
Hey, this Black Mage has a similar glamour to you.
How nice.
More Dark Ewers? These ones are the hard ones, because I think if I remember right, these are the ones that spin. So these ones you kind of have to just follow one of them. Good thing I'm not in Ifrit phase.
My Bahamut.
Yeah, my Bahamut too.
Man, am I glad am I on a class with a lot of mobility.
Yeah, me too. I wasn't in Ifrit phase, so that's the important part. Oh, it's coming back. Darkening Rainfall. Oh yeah, the Tide Pod challenge, I know. Okay, so, don't stand in the puddles. Dark Cannonade. There's a Dark Rain on the sides, so I'm gonna go take care of it. They're gonna explode.
Hey everyone, could somebody please DPS the ads? Please?
Yeah, that would be nice.
I'm literally DPSing this one by myself.
Me. Somebody!
Good news! We got all but one of them.
I'm gonna addle this and also give myself a shield. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Okay.
Tsunami!
He's tsunamiing again. This is the pushback, so just watch where he's gonna go. Oh, I had a shield, so it didn't matter. Left side.
Uh-oh, stacks, 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 stacks!
I see it.
Oh, this is nonsense. I hate it.
Guess what we still don't have? Right side.
Evidently a competent tank.
I mean, we have a competent tank. They're holding hate, so... No, I didn't use this. Let's do that now. Okay. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. I'm running. I'm running. I'm running. Yep, I'm stuck in it. That water was not so good. I'm okay now. The tank gave me a clemency.
Based paladin. TBH.
That's funny. Can't believe it. Tide potting again. I can't add all this. I'm sorry, paladin.
You saved me, but I cannot save you.
Nope. I can, however, do this and give everybody another searing light. Maybe I can add all that one. No. I also probably just fucked up my Bahamut rotation trying to addle it. Whoops. No, I got 6 in. It's fine. I think there's going to be more ads. Wasn't there fewer ads? No, actually it was
I'm
not.
queuing in progress as a tank. You guys are never getting another tank.
Bottom left again.
Oh.
Also, don't hit the wall.
The wall turns you into a frog. Oh god.
Oh, it does? Well...
No, I'm just assuming it because it's a water, and his head looks like a damn frog.
Fair enough. Alright. Which side is he going to do it on this time? Let's take a look. Whoa. Okay, it's this side and the Ewers, so fun. Which way is that thing going? It's going that way. Well, I think I know what time it is. Bahamut to me!
Ah!
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I should have watched a little more closely. It still went off, though. Oh, that's funny as hell.
Oh my god, why? Let me out! Let me out!
To 24 man.
And I don't want to be on this ride anymore.
A few of us did. I definitely did. Somebody meteored him too, so. You don't have to raise me. I'll just respawn. He's almost dead. I'm just gonna wait a second. Then I'll just not have to deal with weakness.
Perish!
Okay, ready and wait, decline. And then respawn. Get all my cooldowns back. You're queuing in progress as a tank. You guys are never getting another tank. Yeah, you're probably right. So. Oh yeah, the Tide Pod Challenge. Alliance A is full of cowards, really. Teleportation crystal emits no light. Well, I guess we're running. I'll be back. I had a good idea to not have the... oh, okay, it glimmered. I'm going back. I'm going back! Need to save your tank the queues. Did your 24-man all get hit by that tsunami? I don't. We might have. It's better than Diabolical Licks, which made kids literally post evidence of a crime on TikTok. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that one. Ooh, look at the inside of this place. I remember the inside of this place. I've been here before. In 12. Thankfully, the elevator is going up rather than down in this one.
If we had to go into the depths, I swear to God, I would throw myself into the sun.
You wouldn't want to go to Subterra, considering how much you don't like the rest of this raid. Whee! I think the next one is just trash pulls, though. But I like these trash pulls because it reminds me of 12. The funny golems with the fancy legs. The Subterra is bullshit.
How's your queue in progress going, Marie?
Oh, Bunes. Okay. Well, that's a little different. Sorry, I just felt the diabolical need to summon Bahamut there, and that was why I died. So, yeah. Is there anybody not here? Or are we waiting for a tank? I think we're... oh.
Evidently not.
Okay. I don't know why they suddenly decided to fuck with me. What did I do? They were like, you summoned Bahamut, you asshole! Well, I'm gonna do it again. Bahamut! I'm also gonna stand over here so I don't, like, pulse our wave. That sounds like fun.
Oh.
We got Barmoose!
I've got this auto crossbow!
I'm pulling them over here. Actually, I should not pull them over here now that I think about it. Oh, okay, you got the beam. Good. I am taking aggro because I accidentally hit the wrong ones, and by that I mean I totally hit them on purpose.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah,
good.
The Barmoos explode when they die, so be careful. At least I'm not taking aggro anymore. get Garuda in here, because Aerial Blast will do good damage. There we go. I'm just going to single target at this point, because they're almost dead. And that takes care of that.
Should have brought a bigger gun.
You have a drill, though.
Bigger.
A bigger drill? Where are you going to get a bigger drill? He says with a smile on his face, knowing what's coming up. No, actually, well, I suppose they could use Balius the Gigas as a lighthouse beacon, but, you know. Oh, you queued in! There you are, Marie! We're up at Balius. Good luck. I have 17 seconds to 14 seconds to Searing Light. So Marie is now the tank of Alliance A. There are not as many cowards in Alliance A now. So that's fun. Alright, here we go! Just make sure you don't fly too far out, Cole, so you get the Searing Light. There you go. Alright. That's a tank buster. Even though it's Fire 1. Isn't that funny?
It's so funny. Man, am I glad Wildfire automatically explodes at the end of its cooldown so you don't have to detonate early.
Yeah, detonating it manually would probably be a little iffy. I mean, I've done it, but it's not much fun. Time Eruption. So stand in the slow ones first, and then the fast ones after they explode. Also untargetable.
Going! Untargetable!
Yeah, down here. You're right. You're correct. Because Crimson Cyclone will stop them at the arrows, and then they will shoot in that direction. So you gotta watch for the safe spots. I kind of remember this one in case it wasn't clear.
See, I actually like the boss theme.
The boss theme is great. This is the Final Fantasy XII boss theme.
Yeah, 12's got fucking amazing music.
Oh my god, dude. It's fantastic. Alright, back to Bahamut. The Hand of Time. If you have a stack, go as far away as possible. Also, don't get hit by the thing or you'll be stunned. So just stay away from the people with the tethers.
Oh, he's fire foring.
Yay.
How
One more follows.
Good. Much do you hate this dungeon, Cole? With a burning passion.
Heh, pun.
I'll die now.
Fire 4. I still don't have Adult. Well, Tactician will save me. Oh, my Lucid. That's okay. I've got enough of me. Gigases.
Shit.
We'll pull this one over here. Miss Olympia is doing it correctly. I think if they tether, they get a damage up, as usual.
Disgusting. I hate it.
I don't think that Searing Light reached all the way. Oh well. Let's help out, shall we? Alright, got him. I would prefer not to step into Hellfire, actually. It's so cool.
Oh, he's targetable.
He is targetable, yes. Time Bomb. This is the fun mechanic, and by that I mean the not fun mechanic.
Hooray.
Guess what these do? So you have to create a safe spot. So be ready to run. Oh, never mind. We made a safe spot.
Somebody tried to kill the entire party there, by the way.
I know. I stepped in it to make sure they wouldn't. I don't know if you were looking at the same one I was, but I definitely saw someone trying to kill the entire party there.
Somebody who hates Q times and DPS.
Untargetable again.
Fuck.
Yep, down here. Blech! Ow. Oh, and that gives a slow if you get hit by it. Holy shit.
Disassembled.
And I addled it. This is gonna do 0. It did 5,400. I'm only gonna get 5 Bahamuts out of this. Oh well.
Oh, poor baby.
Oh no, I got 5.5. Center first. And then out. Oop, I got it. I accidentally stepped in it, but I got it. Hey, we pointed them all out. Good job. Nice work, Alliance. That's teamwork that makes the dream work. Oh, you almost forgot the DC transfer? Yeah, that would have made it a little difficult to get into with us. Where are you, by the way? Oh, over here. Okay. I hear something pulsing.
Jesus Christ, this is a lot of goddamn AoEs.
Sure is. By the way, if it gets down to like 4% and nobody's used the LP, feel free. I used one already. And I got punished for it, so. As is the norm for Summoner. Aw.
You
Wait, where's he going? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get hit by one. I was in the wrong spot.
Where's my bloodbath?
Oh, I'm so slow now. My Ruby Ruin takes 5.5 seconds. Oh my god, it's so slow. That was a resurrection time cast. Bottom and then center. It's a really powerful slow too. Like, holy god. I just got my second Ifrit off. Okay, we killed him. Good job. Now for the most diabolical mechanic in all of Final Fantasy XIV. Actually, I think there's trash first. Ooh. Wait, it goes up higher than the crystal at the top now?
No. It's all trash.
Wait, why are we going into the Clockwork City? Isn't this down? The scrawlings, by the way, if you read them, they tell you what mechanics you'll need to know to come. They'll tell you what dangers await you up ahead.
Shut the fuck up, Ramza.
You literally got to the end and couldn't even fight Shadowseer because you forgot to make a pit stop and kill Phoenix. I love that. Here's the guys, my funny golems with the big legs and the little legs. These guys are so goofy, I love them. They have vulnups, by the way. Maybe we should take advantage.
Time to send them to God.
Yep. While they're defensive protocoling. Also, you can stun them, so that's fun. Just make them stop. Time for some Bahamut. And then they will activate, if you don't kill them fast enough, which is fine. Should I even summon Ifrit? Nah, not yet. I'll wait for the next pack. I think we're moving. Or they're moving.
Oh.
Well, that's good.
Them some big boys.
Yeah, it's the same boys as before. Wonder if we need to tank them apart? I don't see any damage ups, so probably not.
I love how Drill just
Energize!
does, like, stupid amounts of damage.
Maybe I should
Oh, they're
summon
tethered.
Buddha instead. Oh, okay. Now they're tethered. Pull it this way!
Oh, no,
they're tethered to this device. Kill the device on the side.
Oh.
See? Easy. Got him. Bahamut, kill this one. Bahamut, send this man to hell. Robotic hell, I guess.
Mecha hell.
That place. Oh, we gotta go down. Just don't fall
Oh,
off.
we're surfing Clockwork now.
Just don't fall off.
It's a little bit of a far drop.
Just a bit. We lost the DPS, by the way.
Oh, fuck
Okay, so I'm not going to get a chance to explain it inside the boss fight, so here's the next mechanic that you're going to have to watch out for. This guy's going to require you to do basic math.
Disgusting.
Which nobody seems to know how to do. What's going to happen is our HP bars are going to be set to a value between 1 and 8. he will give you 4 AoEs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. He will ask you to add that number in the AoE to your bar, and then make sure you're divisible by a certain amount. Basically, Cole, tell me your number, and I'll tell you where to stand. Because I'll know where to stand.
Fair enough.
Destroy!
Destroy!
Hey, as long as Evil Slash doesn't come after it, I think we'll be okay. Just the next one is Evil Slash. Well,
Accelerate!
I'm standing in the correct spot. Isn't that a red mage skill?
Only. I don't want to be in here on a casting DPS. That sounds like hell.
Pulverize.
Pulverize.
Hey Cole, I found your bigger drill.
I'm taking it.
You should.
I'm ripping it off of this thing's corpse.
I wouldn't want him to have it, so I'd rather you
compress.
Have it. I'd also rather have Bahamut. Targetable in the middle of my Bahamut. God damn it. Oh god. Okay, so
initiating subject dismissal.
Left side.
Oh, that's not fun.
Also stay away from the tanks.
I got it!
Corner.
I'm hit.
Dispose. Oh, get close to him. Get close to him. He's doing that thing from Malik as well. Stay behind him.
Yup. Oh, there's no telling which way he's turning!
Oh yeah, evil Easter eggs.
I hate this expansion.
Evil Easter eggs, so no tells. Well.
Imagine having no tells and outside of Savage content.
Incinerate.
It's not even a fair no tell mechanic.
Well, yeah, it's one of those things where you just have to get hit by it in order to know what it is, you know? And I don't really like those, usually. That's a little too much. Okay, here comes computation mode. We have to do math. Cole, tell me your number once you get hit by this. So he's going to subtract us. So what's going to happen is we're going to lose HP. HP penalty. I have 2. Cole, what's your number?
3.
Okay. 2, 3. Divide by 5. So you go into the 2 marker. Okay. And if you do math correctly, you get a computation boost, which increases your damage dealt. He'll have you do it 2 times, though. Are you still at 3?
Divide by 4.
Go in 1. Go in 1.
Fuck.
Quickly. There you go. You're good. See? Basic math. And now we're good. We got 2 stacks of damage up.
Incinerate.
That's the AoE. I'm gonna stand
after
in the passage.
hellwinding all of us, no less.
He sure did hellwind us.
Fuck this boss.
Can't wait till he gets into pissy boss mode.
Tartarus mode.
But this isn't Persona 3. What makes you think you can Tartarus us? I don't want to go through 255 floors.
What?
Cole, that's a black hole.
That is a black hole. We should run?
Maybe we should, before we get sucked in. I think we're stuck.
No.
Enjoy the ride!
Fucking chat, just somebody going, wee!
What alliance are we in again?
C.
Okay, so we have
Construct
Pyretic
7.
to deal with. I'll tell you when to click off of him.
I don't wanna.
So acceleration
bomb.
Basically, we're gonna get like 3, 2, 1s over our head. When it says 1, click off of the boss. Like, wait for it. And now, click off the boss.
Everyone stopped. Literally
well, that's
everyone.
because the construct died, so kind of helped. Basically, it's the same as before. If you get Pyretic, if you did something while acceleration bomb was on you, you'd take
He's
damage.
fucking dancing on us!
This man went into screensaver mode while we were gone. Annihilation mode.
Research step: evacuate the shelters immediately.
I love Construct 7. I don't know why he's here. He should be in the Nelvoth Ruins.
Destroy!
Oh, this is the Buster, and it's gonna hurt like hell because Annihilation mode.
Oh.
Well, it didn't erase Marie, so it's probably fine.
Oh no.
Accelerate. I'm gonna get in the middle. I'm gonna get in the accelerate. If I can get.
I got the Dagrant!
Oh no. At least you're still alive.
Oh my god. I didn't ask for this.
Pulverize.
Pulverize.
Get away from him.
Yup.
And then there's gonna be a bunch of AoEs that go out.
fuck.
I think I fucked up my summoner rotation. I don't have Swiftcast up for Ifrit. Oh, well.
That's a first.
Yeah, I know. You'd think I wouldn't because summoner's rotation is brain dead, but oh well.
Evidently, that Q destroyed your brain.
I guess so. Oh, we have to do math
fuck.
again.
Oh, no,
Yeah, and my Lucid is off. You know what I did? I think I summoned Bahamut too early. That's what it is.
Increasing difficulty.
That's not true. I don't believe it. I have a 3. What do you have?
2.
Okay. What do we got? Indivisible. So go in the 1. Because this makes... You have to make it a prime number, and 1 is not a prime number. So I'm already at a prime number, so I'm good.
Hey, look, more damage boosts.
Yay! 5 by 3. Guess I'm good again. You go in the 2. Because you had a how much? 1?
3. No, I have 2. Fuck,
okay,
fuck,
so
fuck.
go
Wait,
in the
I did
1.
it. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
You're good. I forgot what your number was. That's my bad. Oh, look, more damage up.
Why, God?
I'm not going to have my Aegis for this. I should stand in that. Oh, well. It's all good in the hood. Untargetable. My Ifrit.
I hate this boss.
Construct against the war. Left side again, but don't go through the lightning, basically. Okay. Stay away from me. There. Radiant Aegis. Oh, that was too late. Dispose. Get behind him again.
I want to LB free him.
Yeah, me too.
Fuck!
We'll get the chance in a second. This one's faster, by the way. He's
I've noticed. It's also taking longer.
Yep.
Why? No! No!
I'll do it for you, Cole. I won't do it for you.
The
end.
In this fucking dungeon. I don't get jack shit in this dungeon. The boss just decided that I was a corpse. Oh, but the other machinist gets to do it. Fuck this game.
We got him. Sorry, Bahamut. I summoned you too late.
I'm so mad. I am
Maulding.
legitimately maulding. I am actually infuriated.
Well, at least they gave
I don't
you a
get
cool
jack
jacket.
shit in this fucking goddamn piece of shit dungeon.
Well, at least they let you roll in a cool jacket. This Clockwork City is a lot more green than I thought it would be.
This fucking goddamn
I also don't
dungeon.
understand how this works, because we were just in a tower and we were going down, so how are we in the sky now? Is this Dark Souls 2 logic? I found Bagamnon.
What's left of him?
Yeah, which is not much, to be fair.
Have I waited for this moment, Garlean swine?
You can't talk about Rory that way. That's not very nice.
The blood of my fallen brothers feeds my hate.
Your brothers are
Oh,
not
no.
dead, though. So what are you planning on doing? You gonna turn into Inferno from Castrum Albania?
Considering how his arm looks, yeah.
Yeah, that's about right. Actually, he's going to turn into something that will give everybody that played Final Fantasy XII PTSD. Except me. Because I know how to kill this boss with gambits alone.
Fuck.
It's Siazmat. He looks a little different than before. Not as tall. You followed your aura sight for this, Bagamnon, spurned the help of your best friends, and for what? To become a god yourself? Well, it's a good thing we kill gods for breakfast.
The Empire is a cancer, and I have the barber's blade.
I don't think barbers can get cancer out of people. Just saying. Well, that looks like it hurts. Did you see that guy get whacked? Up, rake. The Buster.
Jesus.
That wasn't too bad, I guess.
For now.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
until he uses Growing Threat.
Escape this!
Get behind him now.
Also, notice how slow he's dying, everyone.
Yeah, he used to probably have almost as much HP as he normally has, which is 51 million AoE.
Ow.
By the way, if you were infuriated by basic computational math, I hope you know how magnets
Your
work.
suffering is not yet over.
Okay, I don't have swift cast. I'll wait for it. There we go. I'm too fast. Okay, I got the cast off, so Searing Light will still affect this one. Magnetic Lysis. Okay, so here's how this one works. So what do you have, plus or minus?
Positive.
Okay, so come to the negative side. You want to be not floating.
Escape this!
Get behind him again, or as close to behind him.
can't.
As close to behind him as you can while still being negative. Just follow me, basically. Or else you'll get petrified. Where are the magnets going? They just fucked off.
They fucking left.
This is directional, so move away from where he's pointing. And then he's turning, so also move away from that spot.
Ow. I did not. I was not in that game. I don't fucking care. Fuck you.
He's still going.
Your suffering is not yet over.
Also, we're only at 92.
Yeah, I know. I see that. Oh, it's because of his buff. Check his buff. The one dragon. Yasmat's body is pulsing with power. Basically, he's got a volume down at the moment. Okay, that's just the normal buster, so good luck. I wasn't so bad.
Escape this!
Behind him.
Shit.
Also, there's AoEs that are following, so that's fun. Here's my party. Here's my party. Had to give them the Searing Light. You got it right, Cole.
Yeah.
Summon. We're in the bottom right, so you're in the right spot. Wind Dazer. I guess we're not in the bottom right, but follow our tank. Okay, I have a plus. Oh, we gotta go in
I have a
first.
plus.
We gotta go in first. Are you a plus as well?
Yep.
Okay, so just stay.
I'm alive.
Just stay in the minus, and we'll be okay. I promise.
Basket.
We'll be okay. Death Strike.
Death Strike.
Well. I don't know what that did. Cyclone! So here's his ultimate, basically. And if you were in the wrong side of the magnets, this will fling you off the platform. To your death. Like Alistair
Reaper.
Maxwell.
You will pay for what you have done. With blood!
He's super bone down now.
Yeah, just a tiny bit.
I think that RKO demon wants my bacon. He does want my bacon because there's no tank over here. I guess I'm tanking him. Someone please pull this off of me. Please? Thank you.
I'm trying.
No, it's fine.
Heart
We
of
got
the
it.
Dragon. Oh, these people are dead.
Oh yeah, we gotta hit the heart of the dragon. Or else his ether will get too high.
DPS this hard enough!
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna keep DPSing since they're raising. Solar Storm! I'm putting up a thing and also addling the hell out of this because a new... Oh, okay, it wasn't that bad.
Jesus Christ! That was through mid!
This is far from finished, Guardians!
We thoroughly mitigated that and it still did... I mean, I guess it did like 5,000. Oh, this is gonna suck! He's probably turning right again, isn't he? Oh no, he's turning left.
Yeah.
Okay, we're okay. We're okay.
I'm about to turn left!
He will smack you with his dick too, so run. He's coming back. I'm just gonna keep running. Mechanics over DPS. Nice. Okay, it's over. We're alright now. Have some Searing Light, everybody. And now for Bahamut! That's just the Buster. Cole, you should run.
I'm not gonna. I don't want to be in that area.
No, you don't. Or magnets.
Magnets! How do they work?
I have a plus again. He's doing the directional one.
Yep.
And there are cyclones.
I fucking hate this game.
Why, God? Why
What
have
did
you
I do?
forsaken me?
Oh, I'm walking straight into it. No, 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 no. Uh.
No, you dodged it. Good job. I got Dust Storm, but that's okay. Okay. Psych, though.
I have no bits!
It's okay. You can addle. I addled him.
Ah!
I addled him. We're good. It's fine. As long as everybody knows how to do that. Death Strikes. That's a stacker. But yeah, notice how much quicker he's dying now that we popped his bubble. Also, this is following me, I think, so.
Your suffering is not yet over.
I see that. We don't have LB3 yet, so I'm gonna wait. Growing threat!
Oh,
Growing
no!
threat! Growing threat, Cole! Wait for him to do the next AoE and then satellite beam this motherfucker. Actually, hang on, we don't have the thing. Okay, wait till Rake is over. And then, actually, I don't know if we're gonna get a chance. Turbulence. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna get hit. I'm dead. Lit.
Kneel to the might of the Garlean Empire, you fuck! Aww.
Did he hit you on the way through?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's okay. He's dead now.
You fucking whore.
Didn't stop. Made it pop.
Fuck this entire game, man.
And the DJ blew my speakers up because that was Clash of Steel in the background. So.
Oh, but every other alliance gets a chance to LB. This has just been a rough stream for me, man. I don't know if I can keep going.
Good thing we're done after this.
It's already 7:10 too. Fuck my life.
And lo, how dimly did his lanthorn snuff out? Good job, Alliance. I forgot that last time. I was explaining mechanics. Right around a lighthouse complete. I died the prerequisite number of times I needed to on Summoner, so that's good. Let's hope I don't continue with that in the next one. Ooh, look at all these cards. Yasmak card. I almost want to stick around to see if I get them. Oh, I got a 95 on one of them.
FW.
I'm not going to get it anyway, but, you know. I'm going to stick around for those. Also, roll on all this high fashion. Look at that Evilisian Archer's jacket.
High fashion.
Oh, my lord. Aw, I didn't get the Yasmak card. Now I'm sad.
I didn't get the construct either.
I'm gonna leave now. Oh, hang on, I should commend somebody. I don't know which of the white mages didn't die, so I'll just commend this one. Holy shit, you don't have the minion. Great. So I hope you got it. I didn't see who got it, so. Now here's the real question. Should I even pick this thing up, or is it gonna start swallowing my soul too? Well, I guess I'm gonna pick it up anyway. It's okay, I'm protected by the Mother Crystal. Rolled a 25. Yeah, I don't think you got that. To be fair, I rolled a 95 on one of the cards and I still didn't get it. Damn. It's okay, it was a 5-star card anyway. I've already got Noctis holding the fort down there. Okay.
Oh, thank God he's dead.
Well, that's not what I expected to happen when he picked that up. Or tried to.
Oh my God. Thank whatever higher God there is. Rams is dead.
So you do get something out of this raid, Cole. Ramza is unconscious.
He'll be dead if he decides to wake up.
Yeah, well, I know how thorough you can be. Blit.
Fuck, he is still alive. Well, where's my gun?
Did you take the bigger drill from Construct 7 before we left?
No. I was
Damn
hoping
it.
I would get the minion.
Damn it. So now we have 2 necklaces, and they, I was going to say, look pretty much the same. I was going to say, I wonder if the Dalmascan royal family and the Garlean royal families ever mixed together in some way. Their aura sight necklaces? It's not a wonder you guys hear voices. There are so many people in this, so many NPCs in this now. There used to be like 5. There's like a dozen now. Right. So what was special about it, aside from the aura sight? If you use return after that and you go back to the room with Construct 7, he's dancing again. Oh, that's funny. Oh boy. So that's why that was special to him. Okay. Because it was his... He was, yeah, going to give it to them. Although if it's made of orosite, I don't know if that family was too healthy.
The equivalent of having a necklace made out of uranium.
Mm. I think he's awake. Yeah, he's awake. That's dependent on whether or not the orosite swallowed his soul. I guess we're gonna find out later. So then why did we take the necklaces out of Ivalice? Why not? Well, I guess they were in Ritorana, so I guess we could just take them to some holy place, if you know what I mean, and then drop them off. Cole's ready to go. He just disbanded the party. That was what that sound effect was.
I already fucking
He's
left.
ready. He's ready to go.
After all that bullshit I just had to go through.
Yeah, well, fair enough. It's only one more of these to go, and then we're done. And after that, we're pretty much done with almost all the side quests. There's a few that we can do after that, but they pretty much all require me to have done at least some of the patch content before we do them, so... Yeah, that's a fair question. If he wanted to go back to Ivalice and show Ramza's story, then why send us all over the place? Oh, because it needed to make sure we were strong enough. Okay. Obviously, they didn't get the memo. You didn't get an instant pop and realized you needed a DC transfer to get into your raid. It's okay. That's fine, Marie. No, it's okay. You're good. You made it just in time for Construct 7 for basic computational math. So, that's all that matters. You see, the orosite spoke to me, and it told me to bring you to Ivalice. Yeah, Ramza.
There's something deeply wrong with this child.
Ramza is not Ramza. The orosite turned him into a polite person.
Thank God.
No, don't thank God. That means he's going to draw us into a trap.
Yeah, but it means we don't have to listen to Ramza's annoying-ass racism anymore.
I mean, I guess that's true.
I would sooner be thrown into the nine hells than have to listen to that boy's voice again.
There are 9.
7 hells.
Fair enough. I guess the first might have its own hell, so that would be 8. I sense a great disturbance in the Force.
It would be really funny if there's a dialogue option just with you being okay with Ramza not being a racist prick anymore.
Oh boy. Ramza, about that. Yeah, this should tell you something is deeply wrong with him and we need to throw him overboard. Be fair, when this raid came out, Construct 7 actually was the raid killer. People complained about needing calculators to play 14. Oh, the American education system has failed all of us. So much. You don't need a calculator to do that. Cole's just traumatized by math because his teachers made it too hard on him, so that's why I help him.
I just hate math.
Well, yeah, again, people made it hard on you, so that's why you hate it. From an early age.
Oh, for fuck's sake, the racist one is back.
Yeah, he swapped personalities when he touched the Duma. Huh.
Maybe we should make him touch the Duma again.
Maybe, although then he might turn into Inferno, like the Gamnon did. Which would be an improvement, to be fair.
Deadass.
Yeah, you would think so, but apparently we're going to need to go to one more in order to do that, so... Yeah, you're probably right. No, Lena, what the fuck are you on about? We literally got an explanation about what orosite does, unless you weren't paying attention, unless you're actually Noshu and you accidentally get narcolepsy occasionally. If you were paying any attention at all, you'd know that him touching the orosite caused his personality to change. Yes, the American education system, ladies and mental gen.
Hopefully his personality change will be permanent, because I would sooner die than ever listen to Ramza be racist again.
Oh boy. I better go tell Ehil Toe that I'm okay. I kind of teleported out of there to get to the thing. So let me go back over there and work on that. Oh yeah, right. It's inside the firmament, so I'm gonna have to teleport to Foundation first. So minus the prime number question, there was like probably less than 50% success rate for questions. Almost everyone got prime numbers wrong. Well, see, the thing is that it's hard to read the notes that they give you there because the notes there explicitly tell you that they don't consider 1 to be a prime number. So if you had a 1 and you tried to do indivisible, you'd get cucked, basically. But 1's kind of in a weird spot in terms of numbers anyway, because some people would consider
I was always
it a prime
under the
number
impression
and some
that 1 is a prime number. That's at least what I learned in school.
well, some
but
people,
apparently that's
some
not enough.
mathematicians consider it a prime number and some don't. I think that it's been leaning more towards it's not a prime number recently, but that would put it in its own number class because there's prime numbers and then non-prime numbers, and then 1 is just off on its own somewhere. So it's
just
like
so fucking convoluted for no reason.
Like you have 0 in its own class, you would have 1 in its own separate class, and then you'd have imaginary numbers, and then prime and non-prime, which is an entirely different classification.
Why the fuck don't they just put it in prime or not prime? I don't fucking care what whack-ass mathematical explanation for it is. Math is already convoluted enough.
Okay, I found an engineer to help Ehil Toe while I'm not here, so now let's just talk to this last person and then hope that that guy gets there in time.
Yeah, fucking, I'm mad about this math question and everything on the stream. I'm going to bed.
You should take that rage nap you wanted to take.
I'm taking it right now, and as such,
just
I'll
remember
talk
to bring your laundry over.
Yeah, I
before the end
will.
of the night. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, Cole. I will talk to you later. Bye. You know, you'd think I'd be able to see that considering it says Gatherer above your head, but oh well. Just exit the call. There we go. Okay, let's finish this up by talking to Ehil Toe, and then I am officially out of side quests. So whatever queue we get into and the time that we have for Orban Monastery is we're gonna be sitting there for a while. I guess I could do my Dwarf and Qatari quests on screen since I keep forgetting to save the explanation for the why I didn't like the Qatari quests. So, divisible by itself and 1, and that is why the 1 not being prime thing makes any sense to you. Yeah. I don't know. Mathematicians come up with their own rules, I guess. I think so. There was a Sky Steel engineer that seemed pretty keen to help you. And here they are now. So should I make you some glasses? I am a goldsmith, I can do that. I just have to go get my smithing tools. So this is Arvid. I can say that probably a lot easier than Hot Dog's name. That's true, you should probably focus on one thing at a time, Ehil Toe. I mean, you can learn everything, but it takes a lot longer. Well, you want me to answer, Arvid, or do you want to do it? Honestly, the most important thing when you want to become a craftsman is to make sure your materials are good. Your tools can be good, and you can use muscle memory and all that other stuff, but if the materials aren't good, then you're probably up shit's creek already. Yep. But yeah, you're gonna need, that's the conundrum too, is you're gonna need tools to get those materials, so. You guys probably would have had to go find a crafting house in Ishgard, which I think House Highland Art is a crafting house, so, you know. Well, there you go, and then you can pass it along. I think they will, Ehil Toe, and to be fair, I've already crafted hammers that are small enough to fit a Moogle's hands, so I can probably craft some for you. Just depends on how many muscles you have in those little forearms of yours. I will be here from time to time to help guide your hand, Ehil Toe. I think the greatness of my deeds are over-embellished, but whatever. It's more like it's divisible by itself because it is one, but it needs to fulfill both criteria separately, and one would be one requirement, but then it can't fulfill the other because it's already being used by one requirement, and that feels like a logic loop. Sort of like how branching quests work in games. You have to finish both sets of quests if they converge, not just the one. That's how you remember it. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I don't know, I just look it up. I'm just like, is one a prime number right now? And if the mathematicians say no, then it's not. It's like, okay, good enough for me. It's dumb, don't worry about it. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's good to know how to remember it. It's good to have like a method to remember it, but I just look it up, honestly. So. Yeah, people smarter than you and I can figure out whether or not it's a prime number. Oh god, you're recruiting the House of Splendors? Oh, that's not good. I still don't know why I always, like, jump in shock when I hear the House of Splendors. I don't have PTSD. I didn't do the relic weapon quests. Like, I look so distraught. Why? No, there's never been an ulterior motive to any of Rowena's kindness. Not at all. Uh-huh. Besides, she might break a nail if she tries to craft too much. Those nails look like they would hurt. Yep, so if the house can provide some materials, then a Hilto can practice their craft. And I can guide their hand occasionally. Like, seriously, those things look like they would hurt. Jesus. I'm pretty sure it's like an unspoken rule not to get between dragons and their hoard of gold, but Anna, it's your funeral. If that's what you want to do. Alright, well, it looks like the House of Splendors is going to help out, so. In exchange for... Wait, why are you guys asking for scripts in return? Don't you usually give them out to people? Like, usually you ask for a lot more money than that, but I guess this is the script-to-script exchange person. Oh, well. You work for one of the smartest, richest merchants in Eorzea, and you don't think there are ulterior motives? Oh, no, there are always ulterior motives with Rowena. That doesn't mean I should be afraid of the House of Splendors, but there's always ulterior motives. Okay, to be honest, stiletto nails like that are decent weapons. Oh my god, yeah, you'll gouge someone's eyes out with those things. Holy fuck. Those will hurt, and they will hurt a lot. Well, there you go, Hilto. Looks like you're going to have some materials to work with. Now I just need to get you the proper tools to work on this. Yeah. I can help with that. I hope you don't mind me doing it on Culinarian, because that's the only crafter I have at the moment other than... Well, I could do it on Alchemist, I guess, but... I'm going to cook you a hammer, Hilto. Sounds like a plan. And I believe these are pretty solid food items, if I remember correctly. One of them is for crafting, and one of them is for gathering, but... Yeah, these are the eye level 460 ones that give you some perception, gathering, and CP, and they're made from mussels. Can't say I've ever really had much of a taste for mussels, but then again, I've never really had them, so I can't really know. That being said, completing this quest line unlocks our final custom deliveries person, a Hilto. That's oh no, it's not misspelled, it's just Elto. Sorry, I've been reading that first L as an I this entire time. That's my bad, so the name is Elto. Alright, cool, so we'll do some deliveries for Elto. Let's do them right now, shall we? Let's see what they need, because I have the satisfaction stuff ready. Custom gathering tool components. Okay. I think Anna will probably provide the supplies for that. So let's go make a few of them. I think I need to make 3 total. So... in order to get this one up. And basically, I'm going to do with Elto's custom deliveries exactly what I did with the other ones, where I just kind of do them each week. And by the time we are done with the playthrough, they'll be done with the custom deliveries too. So, there you go. So I'm gonna keep this. Excuse me, I should probably keep these as well, but I don't need these, so. But I think that's it, basically. Alto's stuff is pretty much the end of the crafting stuff for this playthrough. Like, I think now that we're done with the crystalline mean, there isn't a whole lot left for me to do on crafters. I've already got food, so yeah, I don't know. Not much else left. I'm going to be doing the Allied Beast Tribe quests, though. I think I'm going to do the Heavens Ward ones on a crafter, because I need to get this uniform in a thumbnail somewhere. And I also want to get my Gathering uniform in a thumbnail somewhere, because all the other combat ones have been in at least one thumbnail, so yeah, I'll try to get it into that. But, yeah, so that's the plan. Alright, custom deliveries, Elto. And let's get started. These ones, I think, if I recall correctly, are for recommended for between levels 71 and 75, so this will be no problem at all. I'm still cooking a hammer for them, but, you know, it's fine. Alright, do a great strides of Burgets. And then do a veneration. And I'll see if I can get it good. If I can't, I'll just do a focus. Okay, good. Intensive synthesis. Destruction. Oh, you only need one of each? Oh, okay. I should have read that first. That's a good change, actually, because before you'd have to buy like 2 and then 3 and then 4, but you only need 1. Interesting. I'll keep that in mind, because we only need 3 of them, if I recall correctly. The Firmament theme reminds you of why you like the 2 Foundation themes. Yeah, it's pretty good. It kind of gives me like Crystal Chronicles vibes, which is always a nice feeling. So, look, you've practiced shaping your own nails. Did you know that someone made up the term squoval to describe one of the shapes you can do, and it makes perfect sense. Squoval. So it's like an oval square, I guess, like a mix between. Isn't that just a rounded rectangle? Yeah, and you only need a total of 3 for each satisfaction level. Yep, so I'll have to keep it in mind because I didn't need all 6 of the ones that I have. So. I might be able to Burgets it all the way up, but I'll just do this like this before. But yeah, I guess that's a pretty good change because it means you don't have to spend as much money to get it there. Oh, I could have done a focused, or not a focused, an intensive synthesis. Oh well. Get it there anyway. And I think that means if I do that, this will give 30. We need a total of 90. Yep, so we're good. I'm also going to waste some scripts doing this, but that's okay. I have crafted you a tool fit for dragons from my walk. Yeah, I've done custom deliveries before, game. You don't need to give me the gist every time. Okay, anyway. Oh, okay, so I guess I'm just making the materials to make the tools. What would I make as a culinarian to do that, though? I don't know. Anyway, 2 more deliveries to make and then we'll call it a day. I'll probably go spend some of these scripts on, I don't know, something. I guess I could go spend it on Kingcraft Demi-Materia, because that sells for like 3,000, if I recall correctly. As a matter of fact, what's-her-face, Anna, might even have some, and I can show it off. Well, that's good. Let's go talk to Master Arvid so that we can put these things together. You know, maybe actually thinking about it, you know, if you're going out and gathering, you might need, like, food for the road so that you don't get hungry, like a field snack or something, so maybe that's what I made. I feel like I'm really reaching with that one, but maybe that's what I made. It is the basis of all crafting, so. Don't think about it too hard, Alto. Your brain will start to explode. It is, in fact, tools all the way down, yes. I'm glad they at least acknowledged that, because it is, in fact, a chicken or egg question. That's true. Just remember that the first person who made a tool made that tool in order to get something else out of the earth to make a better tool. So technically speaking, the tool came first. Although they used materials on hand, so I guess they gathered those. So then I guess the gathering went first. I should be not answering this question because it's a logic loop. My brain's gonna explode. Ah! You have a tiny pack with a tiny chisel in it. There you go. That'll work. Oh, it's a lapidary hammer. Okay, never mind. So Elto's gonna become a goldsmith first. That's fancy. Or maybe, no, that's gotta be a pickaxe then. It just looks like a lapidary hammer, probably on purpose because it has a little edge on the side of it so that it could look like a pickaxe. I'm glad it stayed in the pack there. You could do that if there's any more dragonettes just wandering around. Or Elto could take them to them. Okay, bye. Alright, and we get some blood tomato salad and mushroom saute. I don't know if that really helps me all that much, but, well, there you go. I guess I'm a connoisseur of something, considering I just crafted those materials for you from a culinarian's wok. Well, I'm sure once we hear the fruits of Elto's labor, we'll find out what the dragonettes want next. Hell, I had to craft them some makeshift toy airships when I did the Moogle quest, so they'll probably have at least a few creative requests. Well, what happened? Oh, so you need to break their traditions then. Why do I feel like I'm back in Doma all over again? Well, you're correct. Peaceful coexistence is the point here, and you're paving the way. Okay, so what do we do next to get them to come around? Well, that's true. You could craft something yourself. Time to put our heads together, gang. Well, that's true. Might be a little difficult to hold a needle at first because they're kind of tiny little things, but just make sure you don't prick your fingers. So I guess we need to make you some weaving tools then, huh? Okay, sounds like a plan. I'll help make some of those weaving tools. You do that. Maybe you can make a little sweater for yourself? That'd be kind of funny. Alright, so yeah, I'll work on Elto's satisfaction as we go. I'll try to do it on screen each time, although I might not make it every time because Cole's going to be going on vacation, so he'll, because he's going to be gone for a couple of weeks, so I'm going to take a break from playing this game for a couple of weeks while he's gone, and then we'll finish up after that. I just have to figure out about how many streams it's going to take us to finish the game after that, so we'll figure that out at some point. Something else we have to figure out, though, is what's going to happen when we take all the Orosite back to Ivalice. Is Ramza leading us into a trap, or do they all really want to go back home to their mother? Find out on the next episode of Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers, the Stream Edition, which will be happening early next week, probably on Monday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be the last stream we do before Cole goes on vacation because he leaves on Valentine's Day. Yeah, and we'll take care of Orban while we're at it so that we can be done with it. Something keeps talking to me from in the ground over there. It's probably just that dialogue box loading in. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. And I will see all of you on the next one, which, as I said, will be early next week, probably on Monday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll post up the schedule tomorrow at about 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, everybody, take care and have a good one. Has that elephant guy been here the whole time? I guess so, because he's AFK. Now he really is the elephant in the room.